when did the trouble start coming? Like, you've been in juvenile.
Yeah.
When did you start going to jail? Like, when did that come?
14. We start stealing cars. And we'll go to the other neighborhood, steal cars, and we'll go. At that time, we'll call breaking the stores, running stores. We run cars into the stores and go in there, and grab everything. Got them boys from towns over town. They'll come in the beans and they put us on that too. So we used to do that. So that shit got in my need. I loved that. And I love to drive little stolen cars. So I said, oh man. And I can help my mom out. I'm young. Oh, I'm doing this as I thought wasn't a crime. Stealing cars, running the stores, stealing their products, and we distribute it.
Okay.
So they say small crimes go to lead to other things.
Yeah. Once you feel like you get away with this, you get away with that, and it just keeps going.
Yep.
So when you start getting in trouble, what was your mama saying? Like, did she whoop you?
This my mama whoop me. Man, my mama should be up under the mud. You should still be up under the jailhouse for them behind. You ain't whooped me, woman. You murdered me.
But it didn't stop you though. That's where I'm going with it.
Man, look, my mama supposed to be in jail. My mama beat me with stitching cords. Mama yelled snitches. I ain't never snitched in my life. She beat me with stitching cords, butt naked, brooms, water hose.
And that was kind of normal though.
Normal?
Yeah.
Man, that wasn't normal. That was
switches.
My mama still supposed. I got so much ass with my mama still supposed to be beating right now.
But she did all that, and guess what? Ain't none of that phased you.
It ain't phased me. It came normal then. My grandma, God bless her soul, told my mama, it's time to stop beating. My mama started beating me when I was 15. It ain't even hurt no more. It's like, I ain't.
And it didn't stop you from doing whatever you wanted to do.
It didn't, because I thought the poker projects, this is my home, this is my brothers. So I was in love with this. I ain't have no brothers, so the project was my brother.
So did you get put on punishment?
Yes.
Like once she stopped beating you, like did she ground you and say, "Well, you ain't going outside"?
Oh no, I was outside at 15. I was out my mama.
I know. Oh, well, you was okay.
It's time to go.
Okay, at 15.
Yeah, it's time to go.
Okay.
Yeah, I was.
I just want to know you was, going out the window when she go to sleep.
No,
or,
mama.
Sneaking outside.
No, mama ain't never kicked me out. I chose to leave, and I was grown. I thought.
No, I'm saying when, like you say, she stopped beating you at a certain age. So then it's like, okay, were you grounded? What was your punishment? Were you sneaking out the house?
No, because when she started beating me at 15, man, I left.
Okay.
I went on my own.
Okay.
I had me a little. I learned the robbery game. How to, what I'm saying? At that time, I was taught the hustle game, and I was taught, hey, the others, So, at that time, man, I was, hey, this. I was appalled. I was Paul. Now I'm David. I was appalled that time. And those who know that story know what I'm talking about. I was appalled, but now I'm David. But I was terrible. I hear stories and they don't even. I'm like, I did that. Like I'm so grateful to be alive. Like I'm so thankful to be alive because I was bad. but as I grasped life and what I'm saying, my heart was so loving. I loved them dudes. I gave back like from the heart. And I never did nothing unjust. That's why I'm still living, because of my faith in its cold ethics to the streets. I never did nothing unwarranted, you know what I'm saying? And to this day I still live by the code. Even though I assassinated my character, and then I can laugh about it, but my dignity and my integrity, man, I won't give it away. I won't sell it, man. I'm 17. I did in the feds. It was worth it.
Okay. So we're gonna talk about the feds, but how did you get there? What age did you start going to jail, and then how old were you when you went to the fed? Like, how did that come about?
Well, I've been in jail since 14. I got direct file to the 10th floor. From the 10th floor, I've been a Pavard at a wild camp at the age of 17, because I want to go to so I went to Pavard youth prison, a youth offender prison at 17 years old when they said I was in the boot camp, but I was there.
Mhm.
I ended up going to the feds. I got shot 2003 and got indicted 2004.
Mhm.
So I went in at 26.
Went in at 26, and you did how many years?
17 years.
Straight.
Yes.
Straight. And so when you first went in at 26, like that's your prime. Like 26, you're supposed to be out here seeing the world. You know that's fairly young to be going to prison. So, before you got sentenced, like what were you thinking? What was going through your mind? Like, did you go to trial? Like,
honestly, I was so blind to the federal system because people always say, man, Antman, them dudes and they're talking about you. But you know, I'm saying like, you got to get caught, you got to have, you know. But so I was locked up for 3 counts of attempted murder in the county when I got shot. I ended up shooting dudes back, so I'm locked up for that. So I had a cousin who came down there. I hate to call him my cousin, but yeah, he told him, he came to the county and said, man, cousin, people, your name, our name, and we're gonna get indicted. He said, what should he do? I said, man, don't turn yourself in, you might run, because what's gonna happen, So they ended up coming out with an indictment. I ended up getting indicted. I ended up going to trial 2004. Got indicted and went to trial 2005. And
how long was your trial?
3 weeks. And I got found out, we had first it was a regular drug conspiracy for 2004. And then they superseded me and they bring new charges. But on our case, they brought some older niggas back who wanted to testify from us off this thing called Cloud 9, the Anthony Gloston and Derek Gloston brothers from off the 68. So these niggas coming back, jumping on our case, ain't got nothing to do with them niggas, jumping on our case. And so they superseded us with a 10-year drug conspiracy now. So it went from 2004 to 1998, a drug conspiracy, because of them dudes and doing their time and want to be whatever. And I still end up getting found out guilty of a 10-year drug conspiracy. They found me guilty of Hobbs Act and extortion and attempt to possess 5 keys or more, because the streets portrayed me as this violent guy. The streets. But those who know me, you know what I'm saying, know me. And I ended up going to trial and got found out guilty of 10-year drug conspiracy. Got found guilty of count 2 and 3. I got sentenced to 25 years.
25 years. What was that feeling like? You 26 and they tell you sentenced to 25 years.
You know, when it was for sentencing, because when the feds, you go found guilty and then you come back and get sentenced. So I'm thinking, you know, we had some paper then, so I'm thinking, like, they ain't got nothing on me, and I ain't had no really valid record. I go to trial last year. I had a little juvenile shit, everything else I beat, so I ain't really had no record. So my co-defendant, Gary Wilson, he was like, Stunner, man, you ain't gonna get no time, they'll give you about 10 years. So I ended up going, we could get sentenced, and I was number 2 on the indictment. So when they sentenced me to 300 months. Now, unknown to me, when you're in the state, you get sentenced to years. And so we going back, walking back toward the catwalk. I'm adding 300 months in my head. Because it don't sound terrible at that time, like 300 months. But I ended up walking back. I said, damn, they just gave me 25 years. I said, damn. So I go in the room, you know, I get on my knees, you know what I'm saying, talk to God, man, and cried out to God, and got myself together, you know, because I know I had to fight, you know what I'm saying? I know the fight finna come ahead of me. So I got up. I never forget that moment. Like it's something like trial and men getting on the stand on me. Like it ain't no movie. Like, but the part of it, like these same dudes out here in the streets, like dudes glorifying them. You know, like, so that's the most hurtful part of it all, because like what men doing it for now, like dudes who really holding it down, who really standing for their dignity, what we doing it for? Because it's like there's no honor no more, like at all.
Right. So get sentenced to 25 years. Um, you appeal it, like
Yeah, I appealed out.
what do you do?
Well, I kept fighting. I kept my appeals in because I thought, like I said, I knew they didn't have nothing, so I thought, I thought it works like this. I thought, okay, 18 months my appeal go through, I'm gonna get out, I'm going home. So my mind, like, I know I'm getting out, I know I'm going home. So I get denied of my motion. It denied me the first direct appeal. I get denied. Then we put in a 3582 motion, habeas corpus. We filed that about 2 years later. I had left Jessup. Then I went to Beaumont Pen, and I filed that motion, and I get denied again.
And by this time, you how many years in?
I was 5 years in on my bid.
Okay.
I did two appeals at this time, direct, and I redid that one, reappealed that one, and then I did a 3582 motion with a habeas corpus, and got denied. And you know what I'm saying, when you get that in that mail, like, cause my faith, like no matter what, my faith, even when I was in a poker band, like them young dudes know I going to church, like, dude understand why I'm here. I know why I'm here because my faith, I carried that, and I kept believing that, you know what I'm saying, God gonna bring me out, gonna bring me through, so I never wavered on it. And I know they ain't had none, they got me charged 300 keys, man, I don't let the nigga back now, I don't move like that. So you know what I'm saying, I just know that I was gonna come out of it. And this one time, when I get the newspaper, they call me to come to the legal mill. I run to the room, you know what I'm saying, I peeled it open. And I go straight to the back. If it hits, I want to see the grant or the deny. And usually I want to go straight to I don't want to read the statement, none of that. I want to go see, and I see denied. And, you know, it just knocked the fight out you, and I cried. You know, I'm just like, damn, man, I'm crying. You know, you got this persona I got to hold up. So, you know, you don't want to seem vulnerable in front of men in this situation, you know what I'm saying? But I came to learn and understand that man, real man crying. I knew who I was. So, you know, a couple of dudes came, leaned on me, hollered at me, and got myself together, you know what I'm saying? About a week later, hollered back at the dude. We back at it, fighting again. And still, I'm so about 10 years down the line, I'm still fighting.
So, within them 10 years, how many different prisons had you been to at that point? Because it's 25 years, so I know you've been a lot of different places. What's some of the places you've been?
I started in Coleman 1. I left Coleman 1, went to Jessup, and I wasn't ready for Jessup because it's like a hot spot, cupcake spot.
What that mean?
Cupcake meaning where it's weak, like all the rap dudes. There's some real dudes there, but majority is a spot where it's safe haven for niggas who told or finna go testify. Okay. It's close to Florida.
Okay.
So it's a hot yard. And a lot of the dudes who would make it, weak niggas can make it. I mean, that's what yard you can make it. So when I went there, me and dude named Hound out of Goose, I was still on my bullshit, nigga. I was mad, niggas told on me, so I was robbing all them niggas. Hot boy got a bum, we going there robbing, going there knocking them out, pulling that knife on me, get it. So you know.
So you still in there wilding out?
I'm still on my bull. Yeah, man. I was still on my bull. There wasn't no bull mess at me. Bullshit at that time was what it was. You know what I'm saying? I'm young and I'm already full of energy. Like niggas, you hot niggas told on me, and so you know we was on that bullshit there. I left there. I crushed this Caucasian dude, child molester. I busted him in the head with a lock, and I left there and went to Beaumont Pen. And Beaumont Pen, I love Beaumont. I went to Beaumont Pen in 2 times for Milo, man, New Orleans, my New Orleans dude. What's up, Milo? Love, bro. And left Beaumont Pen with the Beaumont Medium. And that was 2014 when I went to Beaumont Medium. And I'm one of the only dudes I can say successfully we set a ride off on Serrano's. Just disrespect somebody, you know, in this prison system, they so scared of these goddamn Mexicans, like, and so I set the ride off that morning, but they kept me there, kept a couple of us there, so I left there on investigation because they say the administration was too friendly. Christopher Dorsey was there with me.
BG.
Yeah, I left there and went to McCurry. McCurry, one of the toughest pens, roughest pens there is. This was bloody, it was real bloody. 2 times for 30, my